two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the LSU Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. And he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The returner will field it and try to do some business.
I love defensively when I haven't done any. And I got them backed up inside their own 10-yard. That's a really great start. Get the crowd involved early in the game. Now come out and play some defense on your terms.
The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Russell on play action. Under fire. Slings it downfield. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Russell. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be changing the route. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Zips it out to his man. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Again, it's Russell. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. He gets away. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we...
Maybe some room here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Now, how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Throwing Russell. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Makes it past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Keelan Russell under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Again, it's Russell. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the ground, it's Hall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They go play action with Russell. Still on his feet. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Russell. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Snagged out of the air. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Back to pass, it's Levin. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes a deep grab. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the lone running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Hall. Picks up the first down. Finding some room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Bringing it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Tide ready to roll on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Handoff from the gun. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Quarterback may change this route. Russell from the gun on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive, turning it on. Got enough for the first. The 40. He's at the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Keelan Russell makes the grab. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Russell rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. From the red zone, it's Hill. And he breaks the play. Touchdown time!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a gap. It's Hall. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. LSU right back to the line. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the run, deep down the right side. Upstairs to make the catch. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Berry. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Running inside, it's Berry. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run it from the gun. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 8 team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Tigers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their 2nd straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levin. He's taking the shot. Pulls in the deep ball. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
The run inside. It's Berry. Got a little grass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires left. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down.
Got it! And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU built its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Keelan Russell. Pressure coming. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes.
And when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass, or letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Fires quickly. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Mack. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the catch. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Throwing Mack. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And this one is perfect.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Austin Mack. Makes the grab over the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They want to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush. Let it come up the field a little bit. Get it to your running back. Let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Mack. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll start with the first down. Motion from the back. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Handoff, Caden Durham. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air, it's Levitt. He lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
There's some room. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play.
Hey, man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Throwing, Matt. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home.
Caught, and he's got room. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Hill. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
This is is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them. Makes a grab and room to run. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Austin Mack. Firing to the right, complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Mack. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Back to throw, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Throwing Mack. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And this defense is doing exactly what I would do. Like, bring in more DBs, like rush the passer and play the pass. So how is this offense going to take advantage, make some plays, because they've got to do it now.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. Mack to throw for it on fourth. He fires one deep down the right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To throw, it's Levin. Got his man on the outside. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. Austin Mack bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They're dealing with a second and long. Here we go. Ready. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Mack from the gun on third down. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around. Does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Under fire. Got his man on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Mack lets it fly. Touchdown, Bama! And in the final moment, they've taken the lead.
This team right now showing you why they were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Yeah, they were sleepwalking a little bit earlier. They knew coming in, David, they were going to be facing a really good opponent. Good teams don't quit, and they've come all the way back now to take the lead. And they had a pretty big deficit not that long ago.
And this is a good team they're playing. They're showing they're one of the better teams in the country. I mean, to battle back from several touchdowns down, like not to blink, not to bat an eye, not to quit, they're proving why they're a great team.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.